Okay, you've probably heard the news by now, right? We got a $900 billion stimulus package, that's out there. And so that means personal grants that are available and for business. And most of this is all grants. This is why it costs. It's not loans. They're going to get it back. Uh, now the fun begins. You got to find out where the hell they are, where you live. Okay, well, that's what this video and the report is. And this is a report that I actually made available to members of Let's Go Help. But also I'm making it available to everybody. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this will be in the description. You could download this report that has all the websites in it. I mean, this is America, and we all, just because you live here, you have access to this stuff. So that's why I have to have the club to pay my rent and mortgage. So I really do both. So if the club helps you, great. If not, and you just need this information, it's here. Okay, now what's in this report, are sources that you could contact locally that help you show where the money is, where you live. Because, these are federal programs that go out to the states, then down the county, down in the city. So you're sitting there out in the middle of America or on the edge of America, wherever the heck you live, and you're, where the hell do I go to apply for this? Okay, that's what this report is. And it's not for every program. It's just for the big four. Okay, so there's four major programs for the individuals that live in America. And I show you where to get the help to apply, learn more about it, and also to get help if you screwed up and you need help applying. Okay, so the first one is the stimulus. That's the $600. They were saying it's going to be $2,000. Well, it'll be $2,000 if you're a couple and have a a dependent. So there's new rules for that. And here's the IRS has a website. So if you go irs.gov and for economic impact payment and what you need to know, a lot of the stuff is there. Now, sometimes you can't call the IRS, right? You know that. I mean, they have phone numbers maybe somewhere or whatever. The best place to go if you can't and you don't know what you're doing, you got lost, it's all screwed up, you don't know what to do, is call your elected official. That's what this website is here for. You go to commoncause.org and then find your representative. And I tell you about this all the time. You go there. You find you have 2 senators and 1 congressman. You contact them if you have trouble with the IRS. I get a lot of members, that write back, say, hey, yeah, I contacted my senator and the IRS called me. So that's why if you know the system, you get to the IRS call you. You don't call the IRS. Okay, now here's another big one. You get up to like $20,000 to pay back rent and future rent. Okay, and that's grants about 15 months of rent and loss to stop eviction and foreclosure. Okay, now if you have trouble finding out where that is, that's local. Your elected officials know about it. You could call 211. You could call your library. They'll all know where it is. Now, here's a national organization that knows about the program. So if nobody knows what the hell you're talking about, you go to justshelter.org. And they'll go to community sources, and then you'll find in your state are 2 dozen law firms. Okay, these are legal people that will help you for free. Make sure you get this stuff and where to apply for you, because this is one of those programs that's going to go to some nonprofit in where you live and you don't know yet. So, but start finding out now. Don't wait for 2 weeks from now when all the money's gone. No, you got to go now, because this 25 billion is first come, first serve. So don't wait. Please don't wait. Please don't wait. Please don't wait. How many times I have to say that? You want to know where it is. At the end, I'm going to show you all the sources locally, additional sources to get help. Okay, but please don't wait, because this is going to be and there's actually new programs even now at the state level that are popping up, and they'll tell you about that too. Okay, here's another one. You get $10,000 to $2 million from business grants and forgivable loans. Okay, this is the PPP program and the EDIL. Okay, so that's available. And if you go to sba.gov and you put coronavirus relief, you'll see the applications there. Now, the PPP application is a little complicated, and the other one The EIDL or EDIL, EIDL. That other one, that's a loan, but really you get a grant, an advance of $1,000 per employee up to $10,000. So they had that before. This money went fast. So again, fill it on out. Go there now. Okay. If you have trouble filling it out or what the hell to do and you don't know, hey, I don't even know how to spell SBA. Yeah, that's okay. Because you go to this other website, America's SBDC. These are people who get grant money to help you figure out how to apply for this money. Okay? You got it? People who get grant money to help you figure out how to apply for this money. Okay, so that's why you find they're local. There's thousands of offices all over the country. You want to call, make an appointment, or whatever it takes there. Every office is different, so I can't say every office is going to do this. They all have their own little rules and regulations, but they get part of their money from the SBA and also the state government and other places like that. Okay, now unemployment money. Okay, they extended that. So jobless workers can get an extra $300 a week in federal cash through March 14th. Actually, they screwed up. You should get another month's worth, but the president sitting on the bill has screwed a lot of people out of a week's of jobless money. The legislation also extends unemployment benefits for self-employed individuals, gig workers, and those who've exhausted their state benefits. You hear that? So if you've exhausted all your benefits, here's 14 more weeks of that. $300 a pop. Okay. Now, what's incredible, you're not really sure. Listen, if you're not sure, don't. If you think, there's no way they're going to give me benefits. Apply anyway. You got absolutely nothing to lose. Okay, apply. Maybe you haven't worked in 6 months. Doesn't matter. There's so many things. You're affected by the pandemic or whatever, and we all are. Apply, please. The worst case it is, you're going to learn the system a little more, and they'll say no. Man, you've been turned down by prettier women, so don't worry about that. Or guys, or whatever. So here it is. You want to go to careeronestop.org, and you say, find local unemployment. Okay, and that's just run through there. But it's complicated. A lot of states have 2 different places to apply to. So that's why you got to call locally. I can't give you a general thing without spending an hour or two. All the ifs, ands, or buts, what's different. So you find out locally, okay? And then the other places at the end, if all that screws up, then you call your elected official and the other places that we're going to cover at the end of this, okay? So who's the fourth one here? Why did I give how many? Oh, forgivable loans, rent. Yeah, that's 4 already. Okay, so we got the rent, we got the business, and we got the unemployment. Okay, here there are 6 sources here that will help you with free help. Okay, you don't have to join Let's Go Help, little plug there, at $20. These people help you for free. Okay, one is 211.org. I call about that a lot. You probably know. Another one is findhelp.org. That's a private organization, but it's all free. They have more or less the same kind of information. The difference between the two is that you could call on the phone 211, and that's worth it. Okay, so you want to do that. And the other one has a nicer, I think, layout for the organization. Your local library. See if there's somebody there, because they may be working now or whatever. Ask that. They've handled this question. Any question you have about the stimulus program, the reference librarians heard it already. Okay, so they will help you and point you out or whatever. Now, here's another agency that's all over, and I have a link here. You can find the local office called the Community Action Agency. They're the agency that get grant money to help people for free when they have financial trouble. Man, that's right. And they don't charge you money because they get grants already to help you. So don't go to Google to find this stuff, please. You're just going to get trapped, and somebody's going to sucker punch you with something that you didn't need, and it's going to cost you money. Do not spend money on anything to get free money, okay? Please don't. Your elected representative, okay, that's the same thing there. You call them, and then you have don't forget, you have 3 at the federal level, and you probably have a half a dozen or more at the state level. Call them all. You got nothing better to do. Believe me, if you're looking for money and you're in help. The people that I help, man, I know what they have is worry, and looking for help and things like that is what you really have to do. There's no shortcut to this. And you're going to have to slug through this. It's not going to be easy. I mean, you may get lucky, make one phone call and it's applied and you get the check, but probably not. You're going to have hurdles and figure out and do some research. That's okay. That's what life is about. That's called LIFE, life. Okay. And then free legal help. That's a Just Shelter again. If you have trouble with some of these, are all free lawyers to make sure you don't lose your apartment, your home, or whatever. And they know a lot about these programs. Okay. And again, be sure you sign up at your congressmen and senators, because remember, these are the people who wrote the law. Okay. Okay. Now, if you want to know something, you talk to the people who wrote the law. Why talk to people like me or some huckster who's going to sell you something and tell you what the law is? I mean, maybe that's great, but man, go to the people who wrote the law, and they're free. They're there to help you. And that's a sample of in Maryland, a place I used to live in. The two senators' website. Get on their website and get on, because eventually they don't have information about the new program yet because it just went into existence like 10 hours ago or whatever the heck it was. And so they'll have all the information there and get on their mailing list. So now you know, and then things change, things add. They're the horse's mouth on this, okay? So I wish you the best. And if I could help you more on Let's Go Help. And what's neat about Let's Go Help to me is that other people help you too. I mean, we got about 6,000 members now, and people are helping people. And because I certainly don't know everything, and people have gone through this, they're able to help people better than I am. And that's really neat. I love that fact. And that's why I hope this could organically grow and keep growing and stuff like that. But remember, this is $900 billion. Okay. That's a lot of cash. And you cannot wait to find out where to apply. Do not wait to find out where to apply. Say it once more. Do not wait to find out where to apply. Do it today. Boy, sound like an infomercial, doesn't it? I remember those.